and I remembered all of it. So, I mean...
Nervous. I prefer to jump out of the building.
Alright, we're good. Bring it back.
I'll be in my trailer.
Get on my motherfucking face. Please. Push the goddamn button.
Action. I know you're saying time.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Grae Area podcast.
Grae Area. Woo!
I'm Shakoy. I'm sorry. Let's do it again, guys. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Grae Area podcast.
Grae Area. Woo!
Yeah.
I'm Shakoy D.
Being Breeze.
It's your boy Damani.
And if this is your first time here, welcome to the Grae Area. If this is not your first time here, welcome to the Grae Area. If you're part of the Patreon, welcome to the Grae Area. But this is a podcast about whatever we feel like talking about. It could be love, it could be life, it could be friends. I folded this wrong and he's upset, so now he's gonna fold it himself. It literally could be anything or nothing at all. We have interesting conversations and just wanted to let you guys in on the conversation. So while you are here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. But also, if you want to watch this podcast live and early, because we do record our podcast at least 1 to 2 months in advance, typically about a month and a half in advance, you gotta join our Patreon. Okay, for that and exclusive content, you can join our Patreon for the low price of $3 a month. And that allows us to make more and higher quality content for you guys, more frequently. So yeah, you'll be able to see this podcast live. You'll be able to watch our food review show.
Who made this?
As well as our it's like a Sunday dinners type of vibe. Called
The Race is done.
So if y'all missed those vibes from Being Breeze's lives, that's where y'all can find us. So definitely check that out. And we have more behind the scenes and more exclusive content coming to you guys. So definitely join the Patreon. For those who have already joined the Patreon, we greatly appreciate you. We thank you guys for being a part of this journey that we're on, because we are growing and we want to grow with you guys. But I have done enough talking. How are you guys?
Good. Sensational. I feel
at peace.
Yeah.
Good.
That's good. I was tired earlier. I feel a little bit better now since like stretching and eating and stuff like that. But I'm good as well. I'm excited for today just to get creating. This is step 1 in our creation day. So but yeah, what y'all want to talk about?
Anything. You know what I was thinking about? One thing that I just thought about. I'm tired, but I can turn it on. Like I can turn the energy on when I need to.
Performance mode.
It's not performance mode. It's because I eat to live. Everything that I consume, 90% of the things that I consume create life. Even once they're cut from the ground, pulled from the root, squeezed from the wall.
Oh my gosh. So you feel like that's why you still have bursts of energy?
Mm-hmm.
I still be having bursts of energy. I had chicken last night. It was great. Muy delicioso. But I mean, I don't know. I say for me, I feel like it's a performance mode because I can turn it on and off. Like I can be tired, but you don't always have to know that I'm tired. Or like if we have to record something or I guess entertain, I can turn it on. So for me it's a level of performance mode.
So what does performance mode what does performance mode look like for you?
Like full on performance mode? Wait, before I answer that, for you, would you consider turning on the energy, turning off the energy performance mode, or do you consider it what you eat, or what are your thoughts on it?
I would say, I mean, I think it just depends. I think, like, if the turn on and turn off the energy portion, if it's like, if you don't actually have it, but you're trying to give it, then I think that's performance mode. But if it's like something where it's like hey, I can wake up a little bit, I can pick myself up a little bit more than then I wouldn't necessarily consider it like a performance.
Okay, I get that.
But it just depends on what I'm doing.
I think I was just thinking about it in one context. So, for me, going back to your question, performance mode looks like, I don't know. It depends on what scenario I'm in. But a lot of times, so like, I don't know, because sometimes I'm very energetic, but then sometimes I'm very calm. Most times I'm very calm. So I think performance mode, as far as like situationally, not like on stage type of thing, is more so a thing of me giving it, like giving the energy even if I don't have it. So like me going out of my way, I don't know, like to make myself seem like I'm present even though I'm not. I guess that's a way to look at it. So like if we have to record something, or like I said, if we have to record something, or just entertain or something like that, and I'm out of it, I don't want you to necessarily, because I don't want you to think that it's you. Like, so I don't want you to feel like, I got something against you when it's like, I'm just exhausted. So, like, I'll give you extra energy, or, like, whatever level of energy I feel like is needed for the scenario, which is a level of performance for me. But really, I just need to be in my bed.
Or it's like, when somebody comes over and you got a host.
Yeah. It's like host mode.
Sometimes I don't feel like hosting.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't feel like hosting.
He's like, I don't invite people over when I don't feel like hosting.
I would like bring back memories.
Oh, yeah, like when
I'll be exhausted.
It's very exhausting.
I don't invite people over who can't host themselves anymore. Like, if I can't leave you in the room by yourself and you be okay, if I can't take a nap while you're here.
But what if it's their first time there? No. I
typically, again, every once in a while there's an exception, but I typically wouldn't. I don't invite people over that I don't feel like I can leave you in the kitchen and be like, hey, yo, you can figure something out if you want to get something to eat. Like that kind of thing where it's like, hey, you good, you could just, it's like, that's the kind of people that I would prefer to actually have, where it's like, you can go ahead, just like, nah, I don't want to go in the kitchen. Nah, feel free, go ahead, make yourself a plate, man. Okay. Go ahead.
I guess I get that. I don't know, I feel like, well, yeah, your friends, I don't know that your friends would be like, I don't want to go in the kitchen. They'd be like, all right, what you got in here? They just go straight in there.
Yeah.
Do y'all call it a cabinet or a cupboard?
Cabinet.
I don't call it a cupboard.
Who calls it a
cupboard?
Cupboard
makes me think of like kindergarten where you stored your lunch.
It makes me think of woke up this morning and I was hungry. That's what I mean.
Look in that cupboard.
But look in that cupboard, it was there.
When I hear cupboard, I think of trapped in the closet. When the
what? Wait, what part of the trapped in the closet?
With the midget?
When the midget popped out from under the sink or something.
Oh, we're not supposed to say midget no more. We're supposed to say little person.
Pardon me.
Sorry.
Pardon me. Well, when they popped out, yeah, that's what I see.
I think that was the exact moment I stopped watching.
I watched past that.
I think that's when I stopped.
It got a little crazy. It started getting excessive, I think, after that. And then I was like, all right, after it came out with another set, I was like, all right, I'm
after
good.
The second set.
Yeah, the first five.
I couldn't even find it. I couldn't even find no more.
For real?
Yeah.
I found it. I found a lot more, I think, but I wasn't at my house. I think somebody else had like looked for it, and they pulled it up, and I was like, it was weird. Like they was in a church. Then there was like prostitutes.
Oh, I did see
and
it.
then like
I seen the rest.
I feel like they was playing it on TV.
Probably did.
I saw it on YouTube. Like the after anything after 5, they didn't play off on, at least on my TV. They never played on.
No, I feel like it was like a day, like I mean, before he recently got convicted and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But it was like a day where it was just, you know how like MTV or random channels just be playing one artist stuff all day sometimes. It was like that. It was like a trapped in the closet marathon.
What kind of movie was y'all playing?
What we like acting?
Mhm.
I already know I would not do any horror movies. I would probably want to do like a rom-com or some sort of action movie.
I would do an action comedy.
I
Like
would do-
Ride Along.
Something gonna say like Bad Boys.
Or like Bad Boys. Yeah.
I mean, I do pretty much. I do a horror. I do action. I do
definitely
comedy.
do action.
Yeah.
I feel like I would voice
Kung Fu movie.
a horror movie. Like I would do the screams. Like, but
doing the screams.
I feel like that would be so fun. I had saw there used to be this show on like MTV or VH1. It was like called Scream Queens, and like they was just basically auditioning to do the screams in a horror movie, and I could do that. Like I could do that. Like it would take a lot, but yeah, I could definitely do that.
Yeah, I would act it, but I would act in pretty much. I'm not gonna say pretty much anything, but I'd act in a lot of movies.
I do action. I do comedy. I'll do a romantic comedy. That's rom-com.
Yeah.
Rom-com, yeah. I do that. I do like a suspense thriller.
Yeah, I want to do a mystery.
Adventure.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah.
I'd act.
Like Huckleberry Finn.
Mm-hmm.
I act my butt off.
Would y'all do a biopic?
I would.
I would too.
Would y'all do something where, okay, I'm gonna ask you and then I'm gonna ask you, but, would you do something where you have a love interest? Whoa. Shakoya, I can see you doing a serious movie, like life journey type of journey. I would do it like a serious movie or a drama.
I thought she was about to say I can see you doing the Lifetime movies.
Honestly, I like the Lifetime movies. Put me in a Christmas special.
Women love Lifetime movies.
Cause they be good. I got tired of the ones where they was getting like, you know, beat and raped and stuff like that. But like the Hallmark movies and like the holiday movies and stuff like that, I love those.
I would do a serious movie too.
But
you can't even say I do a serious movie.
I would definitely do a serious movie. Would you do a movie where you had a love interest? Like you were the main character, you had a love interest.
I would. I think initially it would be weird, but I mean, I would have to talk to you about it, but obviously, but yeah, I mean.
Would you?
Sure. I think I would.
If you were dating somebody, would you?
If they follow it,
Yeah, so I was like,
if it don't cause if it don't bring no
chaos in the palace.
Yeah.
No ruckus.
no ruckus in the palace.
I said dissension.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't
Would
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I would have to ask. Like I don't know. Like is there a kiss in there? I think that's part of the reason why I had decided not to do the other movie that I had auditioned for, because I was like, if there's a love interest, I don't want to do that right now.
But I feel like I would pick the movies based off the script. Like, what is this movie about?
Well, sometimes, most times you don't get access to the full script until, like, after you audition. Like, but if you're at a point where like they're calling you, then like you could look at.
What is this movie about? I don't want it to be anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know, I get that.
Yeah. Y'all doing one with a love scene in there?
I was about to ask that next.
Word.
I I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I feel like at that time, J2 said as long as it's not a 50 Shades of Grey, a great type of movie. Yeah, I definitely couldn't do one of those type of movies. I feel like, but I don't know if I could. It depends. It depends on the movie because I be hearing in some movies you actually be doing some things, and in the other movies it's just not like you're not actually doing things.
I feel like I thought they were doing stuff a lot more when they in like back in the day. Yeah, now they don't.
Oh, now they don't.
That's from what I've heard. I mean, that's what Chloe Bailey talked about in.
But I think it depends. Yeah. I feel like it depends on the director or the whoever's in charge. I don't know. I've been
hearing it's more weird than anything.
Yeah, I've been hearing that it's very weird.
My ultimate thing would come back to what is this movie about?
Yeah, I'm saying if the character
you in a rom-com.
Oh, I was gonna say Eligible Bachelor.
In a rom-com.
And they have love.
I'm Hitch.
I don't know. I feel like maybe I would do it. I don't know. I guess it would have to be a discussion with you first, but I feel like I would consider it, but I'm not completely sold on it.
I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hey, directors, hit me.
Hit my line, please.
I can act.
She said, well, you also got to think of who is going to be your co-star.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
That's my Drake.
I was thinking who the actresses out there. Is it wrong to say actresses still?
No.
Oh, word. Who the actresses out there?
But, okay, so who would you want to play as your counterpart in art?
It just depends on the movie.
Let's pick a genre. Rom-coms.
I was going to say somebody funny.
We'll have Issa Rae.
That'd be funny. That'd be hilarious.
Issa Rae would be mad funny. Who would you want?
I don't know. That was the
there's Issa Rae, there's Regina Hall, there's Regina King.
Regina Hall is hilarious. Regina King is too.
There's Halle Berry. There's Halle Bailey. There's Chloe Bailey. There's Yara Shahidi.
I don't know how to say her last name, but that sounds right. It might be right.
There's Marseille Martin, but she's younger.
Yeah.
So let's take her off the table.
Child.
Let's take her off the table. I was just naming people.
Yeah.
There's Tracy Ellis Ross. There is Nia Long.
I think it would just depend on the movie. I can't even. I think I would just it just depends on what the role is.
Yeah, I could be serious.
Can't even get it out. Serious. Every time.
I could be funny. I could be gentle.
That's not gentle. That was not gentle at all. That was. I don't even know how you display gentleness, but that was not.
Be kind. Love it. What y'all want to see? Action. I would do a kung fu movie too.
Would you do your own stunts?
Yeah, I would want to. I would.
I would say as long as they don't got me, doing no Fast and Furious stunts.
Yeah.
I'm down to do the stunts though, but
I would definitely be in Fast and Furious. I would do some of the stunts, not all of the stunts. I don't know how many I can actually do right now, but once I get my shoulder together, start stretching a little bit, exercising, I could do a little tuck and roll.
You know how slow that is? Like a tuck and roll. We went from jumping out of the to tucking and rolling.
Oh, man.
Stick the landing.
That's funny.
Nah, I could do something. She said she'd be in the most dramatic telenovela and have William Levy be her co-star. I would actually be in a telenovela.
Telenovela would be interesting.
That's a Spanish movie?
It's the stories.
Yeah.
It's a Spanish story. I would definitely be in I would be.
Why they call them the stories?
They be lying.
I guess the same reason why they call it telenovela.
What novella mean?
It's like novel.
Yeah, novel story.
I
think J2. What telenovela mean for real? So we not out here saying the wrong stuff. So we probably saying the wrong stuff.
I'm like television story.
Television story does like.
It makes sense. Television novel.
But I mean, what do they call? I don't know what they're. I know it's like daytime. I don't know if our parents just call them the stories, but it's the stories. But I would be in a telenovela. Let me get my Spanish up, and I would be in a story. But the stories, they literally learn their script day of. Yeah, like every day. She said someone always be in the hospital and someone cheating on someone. Yep. It'd be so dramatic, but I be locked in. I was at one point. As the World Turns had me in a chokehold for a little bit. When I was little. Me and Mom used to watch it. You know? Good times bonding. Oh, soap opera. Why couldn't we think of the name soap opera?
That's what telenovela mean?
Yeah, it's the
soap
same
opera?
thing.
Telenovela.
Telenovela, it's a soap opera. So it's the same thing. It's not an exact translation, but
television novel.
Yeah.
Soap opera. So how did they get the name soap opera?
I was about to ask that. Let me go do my
probably soap, tears, sob.
No, I was thinking like somebody standing on their soapbox. Like, you know, when people stand up and like just be giving long speeches in the middle of like a park and stuff. That's called standing up on your soapbox.
The more you know.
That's why people be talking so long, they be like, let me get off my soapbox. You never heard anybody say that?
I've heard it before,
okay.
But I don't know what these people be talking about.
It's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Context people, let me sit down and shut up. I've been up here too long.
I'm a strong context school guy.
Me too. And I make up my own context. Like, if I don't got enough context,
I'll make it up. We're going to get some context regardless.
Like, so what you saying is, until we get to what you actually saying.
Yeah, that's how I figure out a bunch of the words that I know. Just from context, I was like,
like telenovela.
Telenovela.
Telenovela. So he was about to say telenutella.
So it says soap opera. Basically, most of the major sponsors for many years were manufacturers of soap and detergents. So they just call it soap operas. So I guess it's like,
that's crazy.
Like, so like going to the opera, like you see a dramatic story or whatever, and they're singing. So they're probably like, oh, these are dramatic stories.
Sponsored by
soap and detergent people. So let's call them soap operas.
That's crazy. The more you know.
Yeah. That's really all that's all that it says.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Man.
That is weird.
I didn't know that they learned their lines the day of. That's good.
They be acting.
Yeah, they be acting.
Yeah. They might get it the night before, but a lot of the stuff is like you're on the spot, like you're learning new lines, like as you go. Like they're recording a lot of stuff. I learned that because I was watching Vanessa
Hudgens?
No.
Vanessa, oh, you talking about Black
Runs.
Runs.
Oh, Vanessa Simmons?
Yeah, Vanessa Simmons. She was doing soap operas for a while, and but also at the same time, her and Angela had their own reality show. So I was watching that. I liked their show. It was nice. But yeah, she was doing soap operas. She was talking about it a little bit. But yeah, you gotta be on it. And I heard a lot of like actors do soap operas sometimes for a while, so like they can, you know, just it's like warming up, like exercising and stuff, like so you can really be on it. So, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Would y'all be in I mean, you've already been in. Would you be in a play? Broadway.
That's how you get a Tony. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how you get a Tony.
I would be in a musical, but I don't see myself.
Yeah,
I'll be nervous.
Would you be on off Broadway?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that?
It's like
on screen.
A play, but it's off Broadway. Like it's
on screen.
it's like a big play, Like they'll do tours and stuff like that, but they just don't. They're not on Broadway.
What's Broadway?
It's a street in New York.
Where they?
I just thought it was a like a play.
No, Broadway is like
It's like where they host a lot of
like
the
big,
major,
the major plays.
Okay.
So doing off Broadway is doing like a play. It might be a major play. It might not be, but it's off Broadway.
I would do a play on. I would do a musical on screen, but I'll be nervous to do a play.
Yeah, because it's live.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like you practice enough that like it starts to become second nature. I had so many lines in the play that I was in college. I didn't think I was going. I don't know how I remembered all of those lines. I played like 7 different characters, and I remembered all of it. So I mean,
Nervous. I prefer to jump out of the building.
Yeah,
All
right, we're good. Bring it back. Bring it back.
I'll be in my trailer.
but that's why you rehearse, and then like there's an understudy, and then also like the other people that's in the play with you. Like sometimes they'll like let's say you forget something, they might be able to carry the line or whatever to help you get through or something. But
Yeah, I just saw. Only reason I thought about that because I saw it was a clip of Denzel and Fences, because Fences was originally a play.
Denzel.
Denzel, however he prefers to be called, Mr.
Denzel
Washington.
Jr.
Mr. Washington, he was in. I saw it was a clip. It had a side by side of him doing it, like the play version and then the movie. And it was like the movie felt a lot more intense because it was like you could pay attention to more subtle stuff. But the play wasn't bad, but it was like he has to project.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and it was people laughing. So it's like people are laughing, but it's like a super serious moment. So I was like just seeing the difference between like being on stage and, I mean, I've seen the Tyler Perry plays where people say something and they break in character for a second and have to get back into the scene.
Oh my gosh, watching a Tyler Perry play live is hilarious. Like when they be cracking jokes in the middle of the scene and stuff like that, like it'd be funny.
Yeah, I've actually never.
I went somewhere. I don't really remember it that much.
I just know I was laughing. Yeah, it was funny. I wanted to see the last one live, but I didn't get tickets.
I didn't even know still plays going on.
That was like his last hurrah. Yeah. Jason said, which Disney show would you want to be on if they did a reboot of the old shows?
Phineas and Ferb. I'll do a voice.
Phineas and Ferb.
What's the old shows? Monty will go on Jake Long.
American Dragon. Yeah, I'll definitely voice that on Disney. That's a good one. I forgot about that. I'm glad you brought that up. Mm-hmm. Me and Zuko.
Disney show.
So if it was a cartoon, I would probably do like Kim Possible.
That's a good one.
Proud Family.
Wait.
Oh yeah, Proud Family.
See, this is why you said it. And I was like,
I would definitely voice characters on there. I would want a recurring role though. Like I don't want a guest star. I want to be on there.
I don't know any. I can't think of any in-person shows.
I would say maybe like.
I mean, of course, That's So Raven, but I don't know if I would want to be there. I mean, I would pop up for an episode, be like, "Hey, yo, what's up?"
I was thinking,
clapping up music.
You go and then I'll say what I was gonna say.
Oh, I was thinking maybe like Sister or something like that.
Sister was on Disney. I thought it was on. Maybe I started watching it. Damn, I'm old. I started watching it on. I wanted to say it was whatever. No, it wasn't WB. Was it? I can't remember what channel it was.
Oh, I guess that
whatever
was
channel it was on originally.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't originally. Was it? I don't think it was originally on Disney, but it wound up on Disney.
Yeah.
I would want to do an episode. You know when the artists come and perform. I just see what I want to do. Where people, do you want to party with me?
I would probably do like Sweet Life with Zach and Cody.
That's a good one.
That was a good one too. Yeah, I would definitely do like be the artist to come through for the. Yeah, what's going on? Let me see what it's like.
Yeah,
come like how Beyonce came through in that one episode of Smart Guy, and she was
It was all of Destiny's Child.
Oh, it was all of Destiny's
Yeah,
Child?
it
I
wasn't
can't
just
remember.
Beyonce.
I remember the scenes. Pardon me.
Everybody was there. It was all four of them.
Pardon me. I forgot because Beyonce was like dating his. I haven't watched that in years, but she was like
Dating his brother.
Yeah, that's why I remember.
Mm.
Because I remember she had a bunch of lines. And anyway, I love Destiny's Child. I'm trying to clean up. Love all the children of Destiny.
But yeah, I would. Yeah, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, I would definitely be on. And I would probably do like, you know, when they did it was Sweet Life and Hannah Montana mashup.
I wouldn't have been on Hannah Montana.
I would have.
I'm cool.
I would have showed up.
I
I would have.
Alright.
I would have also showed up on Wizards of Waverly Place.
I remember that show.
I ain't watch it.
Oh, that was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good show.
I would want to be on One-on-One, A Different World, and I would want to be in Good Burger.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah. So J2 said that Sister originally aired on ABC. But Disney owns them, so it still counts.
It don't count.
It counts. Disney owns ABC.
Sister was for the adults.
It was not for the adults.
It wasn't for the children.
It was not for the adults. It was for us.
It was for like teenagers. I don't think it was for. It wasn't Disney Channel. It was on ABC. They different.
Yeah, but that was before. I think that was before Disney Channel was like Disney Channel. I think Disney Channel became a thing when we, like once we started becoming adolescents.
Do people still watch Disney Channel?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what channel Disney Channel is anymore. I used to remember the numbers.
It used to be like 213, something like that.
Like 270.
If it depends on what you had.
I had direct.
If you had direct TV, I thought it was like I don't know, like 280. I think it was like I thought it was one of them was like 285. One of them was like I think Nickelodeon was like 300.
Actually,
we had Files.
We had Files. We had direct TV at one point.
We did. We had direct TV. We had Comcast, and we had Files. So,
BET was 270.
That was on
270,
Files.
yeah.
On Files, BET was 270.
And then Disney was like 253 or something like that. She said it used to be channel 30.
No, but she's right, because on that BET used to be channel 60.
Yeah.
Whatever cable subscription you had.
We had that. We had that at
channel
one
60. I remember that. And then 59 was MTV. Yep, it's different. 58 was VH1. I remember. It's coming back.
I remember that.
Look at the little things you remember that nobody else. That's crazy. I can't even remember. I can't even believe I remember that.
I didn't know how to act when you could press the guide.
Right.
Came on at the bottom.
Right. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I can still watch my show. I don't got to go to a whole nother channel.
Yeah. I was even fine with the guy where it was like the guy that had the small box in the side so I could still see the show a little bit and I'm just going through.
Yeah. That was cool too.
It's an old episode.
But
I think like Cartoon Network was 54.
Yeah, Cartoon Network was definitely 54.
That's when I used to watch Cartoon Network.
I remember it being 54. Maybe I might have had. It might have been 54. It might have been 54.
And I feel like Boomerang was like 55 or something.
Yeah, Boomerang and Cartoon Network
they was always right next to each other. Yeah.
Only time I watched Boomerang was when I was desperate. That's the only time I ever watched.
They used to play some good shows.
They played Flintstones. They played
the
Jetsons and Pink Panther.
The Jetsons was okay. I never really watched Pink Panther, but they had like Tom and Jerry and stuff like that.
They had Scooby Doo on there.
Yeah.
Yogi Bear.
Yep.
Yeah. They had it was like our parents' cartoons.
Yeah. J2 said, now she feels so old. I think we all do.
Yeah, as I'm going through, I'm like, oh my God.
I'm still young and vibrant. I'll go to the court and shoot around. They don't play 21.
Oh, man.
They're losing formulas. The kids are losing formulas.
But I mean, maybe next time stay out there a little longer. Maybe they will be playing 21 at some point. Or maybe they'll start playing a game or something and not just be shooting around.
I mean, I'm going out there today. So by the time I get there, I'm taking over there. So by the time I get there, something should. When I walk past, it's gonna be about 6, 7 o'clock. When I get over there, something better be happening. Something better. Hey y'all, the kids don't shoot around. The kids only shoot around.
They don't play 21.
They don't play 21. They don't play Bye Bye Birdie around the world.
King of the court.
Yeah,
nothing.
They don't be running 2s, 3s. I ain't see nothing yet. But today I have hope. I said today, I have hope.
Playing no games.
That's gonna be one of my artist dates. I'm gonna go out there. Hey youngster, hey young blood. I'm like, hey young blood. Happy to rock. Happy to rock. This is how you used to do back in the day. You know, we gotta post up. They gonna be like, hey, old head can't go left. I like word, create space, tween, in and out, hezzy, cross, to the left, boom, boom, 2 dribbles, Euro, Stop playing with that, man. Then I push the glasses up like,
Alright, Uncle Drew.
Getting back on topic, J2 said if they were to bring back Johnny Bravo, I would guest star on it just to slap him.
That was a good one. I would definitely want to be in Kids Next Door.
Oh my gosh, yes. I would want to be in that real bad.
And they had to fight their older siblings. That was wild. I'll be in Rugrats too.
I would be in Rugrats.
I would be in Jimmy Neutron. Just because I think
Green Blast. I like Goddard though. Goddard
was fire. Goddard was fire.
I would be in Animaniacs. Just 'cause I feel like it would be fun. Like, just fun to randomly voice a character on there.
And I'll be in Avatar. I just wanted to see how they would, like, what character would they put me as?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see that as well. I'd definitely be an Avatar.
Hands down.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel myself, like, reading the artist's way. I didn't even get to the chapters yet, but actually, yeah, it was like reading is like a sense of zen coming over me. I just want to meditate. I'm writing the things, and it's like, I don't got nothing to say. I don't really want to do nothing at this point. Let me just meditate. I'm getting hungry now, though, but...
It's very different.
There's another show that I said I wanted to be a part of, though. I can't remember right now.
J2 said Powerpuff Girls. She be Bubbles. I would be Buttercup.
Blossom, butter, and Buttercup.
Yeah, I would definitely be Buttercup. I would be in Static Shock, too.
Yeah, I was going to say Static. That's what I was going to say, Static Shock.
Yeah. Would you be in Jackie Chan Adventures?
Absolutely.
I know you love that show.
Absolutely.
You be part of the Dark Hand?
Nah. I'm black now.
Oh, if they had Demania as Shindu.
That would be crazy.
That would be wild. I think you could do it, though. I feel like you could have an evil voice. Let's give it a try. Boo!
I could do it, but oh no.
I think that would be good. I would be in Baby Looney Tunes too. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
So, if y'all doing different cartoons, would y'all make different voices? Like, would y'all use different voices for each cartoon or character, or would y'all keep y'all same voice?
It just depends. I might change it up just to have some fun.
Yeah, I would probably change it up depending on the character. I think I think some might sound similar depending on who the character is, but I would try to like make more distinct voices, especially if I'm supposed to be like a recurring character or one of the main characters, then I would probably try to do something very specific for that character. Yeah. But, coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
I will be voicing cartoons. Animes even.
Me too. Fun stuff, man.
Movies. Background noises. If you guys watch a horror film in the next few years, you hear a scream, it'll be me. It'll be me.
Yeah. I think in the real life shows, of course, I would end up in all that, or Kenan and Kel, and I think I would probably go into I would probably, if we moving away from Nickelodeon, I would definitely have been in the Jamie Foxx show.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince
I was
too.
in the Fresh Prince.
I've been in 101.
I said
Yeah.
101 in a different world.
Oh, I would have loved to be in a different world.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been so fun. She said, let's bring it to superhero shows. Which one would you be in and why?
Superhero shows. Superhero shows.
You talking about like Arrow and the Flash, that kind of? I'm thinking
I didn't watch as many superhero shows.
Arrow was good the first 5 seasons.
Superhero
What's
like
the one with time travel?
human shows.
Yeah, like human shows or
Arrow was
cartoons.
fire.
Yeah, Arrow was good.
Like, what was the one when they was time traveling? They was messing up the timeline.
Oh, you talking about that I was watching?
Yeah.
It was the Flash.
That was on the Flash?
They did.
Yes.
It was a group of them.
Oh, you talking about
Agents of Shield.
Agents? No, not Agents of Shield. It was the group. It was a spinoff of the Flash and Arrow. It was
The group of people that messed up the timelines. They kept making apparitions.
Let me get my phone. It's gonna bother me.
Yeah, I would be in that.
It was like an Agents of Shield, but it wasn't Agents of Shield. It was. Oh my goodness.
I would be the grandma in that telling them to stop.
Nah, I gotta look this up now.
Stop messing that up.
Avengers.
She said human shows. I would definitely be in Spider-Man. That's not a human show, but when you said Avengers, that's what I thought of.
Superhero shows.
Yeah, superhero human shows.
Probably Arrow or the Flash. I didn't really watch. Or Agents of Shield. Those is the only ones I really watched.
I didn't even really watch Agents of Shield. I think
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. I will be in that.
Yeah.
I'll be the one telling them, guys, I think this is a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. They had Supergirl, and then they had. I would have been in Black Lightning.
Oh yeah.
Just to show her.
I mean, I'm good on Black Lightning. I would want to be in X-Men. X-Men the best superheroes in my opinion. We're not going.
Yeah, that's the
No
one.
need for debate.
DC Legends of Tomorrow.
X-Men the best.
I would be
I
Storm.
like X-Men a lot.
I would definitely be Storm. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Storm. X-Men, that's it.
Mm-hmm. I like X-Men. X-Men was good.
Yeah, I love X-Men.
I would love to have showed up in a Deadpool movie as well.
Oh my gosh. That would be so fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I want my counterpart to be in a movie.
Would you guys be
Ryan Reynolds. He said Deadpool. I mean him too. Ryan Reynolds. But go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, would y'all play a bad guy in a movie?
I would.
Mm-hmm.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah. I was
So
like,
that I could get my evil laugh on. I gotta work on it, but
where mine is more like, yeah, like that.
you laugh like an evil guy in the anime.
Yeah, it's more like
One Piece.
they laugh like ha 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 like man, but they just have their own.
Yeah.
I don't think as a bad guy, I wouldn't even want to laugh.
I wouldn't either.
No, I would laugh a lot because I would be enjoying.
So you would be in one of the bad guy, like the comedy bad guy.
No, I would be one of the crazy bad guys
Oh.
that was having fun.
Mm.
Like Cottonmouth, he laughed a lot.
Yeah, he definitely. Did you ever see it? Or you saw it? They put like a montage of him like all the times that he laughed. Oh my gosh! Because he would just be his laugh is just funny. So like he would be dead serious. It just like back to back,
Yes.
just cut up. And it was hilarious.
And like, the Joker, he laughed a lot.
Yeah.
He was messed up in the head, but he does laugh.
Yeah.
And I would laugh. It wouldn't sound like that, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, but I would definitely be a bad guy.
I think I'd be a fire bad guy.
Word.
J2 said she'd be on Suicide Squad.
That's a good one. It
You're
depends
talking
on.
so
It,
low.
I know that movie was alright.
it depends on which Suicide Squad you're talking about. You talking about the one with Will Smith or the one with
Idris Elba?
Idris Elba?
She said the chick with the swords. She can't remember who she was. Who that?
She's talking about the Asian girl with the katanas. She had like the mask.
Yeah, was she in the first one or the second one?
She was in both.
Oh.
I think she was in both. But
yeah, I'll probably be on Suicide Squad, but I would definitely be a bad guy.
where
Yeah.
I get my training day on. King Kong.
I ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun.
Yeah, I think that would be like really fun to do. I mean, Jill Scott even played a bad guy.
Yeah, I don't want to be like bad guy like Michael Ealy and for Color Girls kind of bad guy.
Yeah, nah.
But
I thought we was talking about like superhero movies.
Yeah, no, I was just saying in general
like then you have people looking at you sideways in real life.
Yeah, like I'll never be. I don't want it to be like I'll never be able to look at you the same.
Yeah.
After that role.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough to watch. He's a really good actor though. Like a really good actor. Yeah. He's great. I would play in a movie with him.
Of course.
I'm just putting things out there. You guys call me. Can you ring a ding ding? You know? But, yeah. Would you prefer to be in a movie or would you prefer to be in a TV show?
Either one. Don't be on the big screen.
But the TV's... No.
Don't be on the medium screen.
Okay.
On your laptops. In a home near you.
If you were to create your own show, what would the concept be?
I don't know. It's gonna be funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a sitcom. Yeah, I would be in a sitcom. If it's a show,
Yeah, that you create.
it's gonna be a sitcom.
I'll probably make I would do a sitcom where I would do one where people kind of like people aren't laughing, but it's supposed to be funny. Like not necessarily where you have a live studio audience, but like
The Office.
You could do. I would do one of those. Abbott Elementary, even Atlanta. I would do it at Atlanta where it's like it's a serious show, but it's also funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a '90s sitcom. It's gonna be a 2000 sitcom.
What would I do? Like, I want to say I would do a sitcom. I probably would. But I think I would probably want to do, I want to do a sitcom. I want to do something serious, too. Like a drama. Maybe I want to do a telenovela. I don't. I think it might be, like, more serious, like a being Mary Jane type of thing.
Man, I would have popped up in Walking Dead.
Oh my God!
Probably Randy Walker.
She said if she created a show, it would be based on the magical world of Harry Potter. That's good. That's good. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I feel like the possibilities are endless when you're creating your own thing. So, like, I might create my own world of something and just go from there. Or I'll do a backwards show where all the men have periods and get pregnant and all the women, don't have to worry about those things because the guys have to go through that. A comedy.
Guess we're gonna be seahorses.
It would be a comedy. A rom-com.
Sci-fi.
I don't know. That would be cool.
Would y'all have been on the Twilight Zone?
I used to love the Twilight Zone. Like the old Twilight Zone that used to be in black and white. I would be in it. Just because. But them things are trippy. I used to love watching the Twilight Zone though.
I would actually act.
Yeah,
actually. Like, wait! Come back! Don't leave me.
That's gonna be his audition. They're like, sir, can you read from the script? Wait! I'm mad.
Like, that's not on the.
Said I can't read and record.
Like, sir, this is.
So I'm
this
just
is
going.
This is a comedy.
A comedy? Did you laugh? You see the combination between serious and somber? My goodness. Call me.
She said, Freaky Friday moment, husband and wife switch bodies.
Switch me back.
Yeah.
Expedition.
No, I wouldn't even do the switch bodies. It would just be normal life. It might be a dream, though, within whatever show I'm doing. It just might be a dream. Like how they did in the Cosby Show.
Yeah. They gave birth to a
A
sandwich.
sub. Those subs were so long. Like, the sub that Bill Cosby gave birth to was like from this wall to that wall. And it was like fully loaded. I'm sorry. That's nasty. But also, yeah, it might be a dream, but it might not be. It might be the show. A comedy for women. It's a niche audience, you know, niche topic.
That's funny.
Oh
Yeah,
man, that would be funny. I would have to find guys who would be willing to play in that show.
I'm gonna be doing some acting.
The money's like, I'm gonna do some acting. I ain't gonna be in that one. Or will he?
You sound like Crunk pulls the level.
That's what I felt like. I love Eartha Kitt, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to start doing research on her. She's amazing.
Emperor's New. I watched that movie a disgusting amount of times.
Yeah, we had the
That was
game.
amazing.
We had the movie. We had the new movie. Like the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And used to watch it all the time whenever it came on TV.
And they sold toys at McDonald's
Yup.
and Burger King.
Having toys.
One of them stores.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like a genuinely good movie.
Yeah,
Like,
we had a good run because it was like that movie came out. I know like, all of the Goofy movies were
yeah.
the extremely Goofy movies.
Yeah.
I would have been in that.
I would have.
Or I would have let them animate me.
Yeah. That would have been fun. That would have been fun. But then they had me thinking college was going to be like that a little bit.
They was dancing.
You know, like college was not like, it was a little bit, not really. We was in poetry club, so part of it was like that. When they was in the, yeah, we was snapping. We experienced that. So yeah, I would have been in that. I don't know, we did have a lot of good shows, movies, just stuff. And I don't even know that the things are like bad now. Some of them aren't as good, but it's like I don't watch as much TV, and I also don't watch the same things that I used to watch. So, like, I'm not on Disney Channel looking to see if they have any good TV shows, because, like, I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to cast me in something, then I'll care. What about Roger Rabbit? The movie? That movie was good.
It's a classic.
That movie was really good.
Like, how you ain't watch it?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't really remember it like that, so.
I watched it more recently. That's why I remember it. I don't even know where I was at, but it was on, so I was watching it. That movie was good. That and like the original Space Jam. I ain't see the new Space Jam. I didn't hear it. I heard it wasn't good, but
We will.
Did y'all watch Flubber?
I
used to love that movie.
Yeah. That was a good movie. And
Everything was good. It was the 90s, baby.
and some of it was the
Air
2000s.
But I was
Air
still
Bud was-
remnants of the 90s.
I
Early
know.
2000s was still remnants of the 90s. It was produced by 90s.
Yeah.
Casted 90s people in.
She said, I feel like a lot of the old shows from back then would be canceled now due to the content. I mean, probably.
I don't I don't think so. They be doing wild stuff on regular TV now.
Nah, some of the stuff
they
in
said.
hindsight, when you watching it, you be like, ooh, that wouldn't have flew right now. They would have had to change that whole joke.
Yeah, they would have been changing a lot of the like lines.
That's just sensitive. They're just sensitive now. But it's like they took out the. That's why we don't watch it. It doesn't. What am I trying to say?
I don't know. Don't get canceled in the process. He put this up there.
How do we cancel?
Let the man finish his thought.
Finish your thought.
They took away how people really be feeling. Like the way people really be feeling and filled it with like imaginary stuff. That's the easiest way I can put it. I don't really know what I'm trying to say at this very moment, but the jokes and stuff, everything, like the content and context of older shows, it was really happening. Like that's really what was going on. Now it's like I want you. They're pushing an agenda. That's I'm gonna leave it at that. They pushing an agenda on what's going. Yeah, pushing an agenda.
I feel like in the past, like I don't know, it was a lot of shows that just offended a lot of people. Like it was.
I don't think the shows cared if they offended it was like, I mean, everybody was getting offended.
Yeah,
so it was almost okay.
Yeah, it was like a even playing field type of thing, like because everybody was getting offended.
Because I mean, even if you think, I'm sorry to control, even if you think like Rush Hour is the most like on paper. That movie, right? He said, "I will love you back to Africa." Whoa, hold on. That's crazy. But again, it was so equally.
Yeah, like they was going back and forth with it so that it wound up being funny. Versus like I don't know, weird. I think we as a society are more sensitive and we're also paying more attention like closely. So like in the past where we would just let it slide. We don't it's not you can't just let certain things slide anymore. Which isn't necessarily like a bad thing. It is what it is. So like now, but I think that now rather than being creative in what you say, people are just like, oh well, let's rewrite this and just fluff it up or something like that. So then it comes off, I don't know, as a completely different thing rather than it being as creative as it could have been. I think that's where the disconnect is as far as like older shows versus the newer shows. It's like you're not being creative anymore because you're just like, oh, I can't say this which I mean, like, yeah, some things like some of the things that we used to laugh at like really should not have been said. Mm-hmm. Point blank, period. Like it should not have been funny, but it was, and that's just a sign of like the times that we grew up in. And what was normalized for us growing up. But it's at the same time, it's like, I mean, honestly speaking, like I some of the stuff that we laughed at is stuff that if I just read this on a piece of paper, I would actually get offended. But because you said this in whatever context and I'm watching the show, then I'm not as offended, or I might be a little bit offended, but it was also still a little bit funny because it also is just a little bit true. So like, it's just hard. It's a hard thing to navigate. But I think if people add a little more creativity,
I think it's similar to how I feel about the Carmichael show. Like the Carmichael show is very offensive, but it's like. I can't even really be mad because like it's real because people actually feel like this, so it's like it is offensive, but it's real. And I think some people try to make stuff that doesn't offend, and sometimes you lose the realness. Yeah,
and that's the problem.
But even like same thing with like the Mindy's Project.
Yeah.
They be saying some offensive stuff,
Yeah.
but it'd be like, it's like, people do feel this way. And then it's also like, it's not like they were just saying offensive stuff about everybody else. It's like, you're saying offensive stuff, like, about your own culture as well. Or like, you're naming certain stereotypes that people think are true, or you're playing off of this. But even to the effect of, like, the Carmichael show and the Mini Project, they were creative enough to find a way to say it or present it or whatever so that it still presents well in this comedy in the grand scheme of things, versus just being like, all right, let's just scrap the whole thing and just put a regular stereotypical something that people are going to laugh at type of thing. I don't know. I think it's a level of creativity that's missing. I don't necessarily... I think it's a level of creativity with operating within the truth that is missing, versus it being like, let's just fluff this up so that, you know, it's more fairy tale. I mean, I like the fairy tale stuff too, though, sometimes. But it just depends.
Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely grew up with a lot more options. A lot more options and a lot of... I'm biased because I grew up in this time, but I'm just like, I think our options, we grew up with a lot of great TV. Like, granted, there's a lot of good TV now, but it was like a lot of diverse TV with a lot of diverse people. Because again, you can be watching the Jamie Foxx show, and then or you can be watching like the George Lopez show, or you could be watching like That's So Raven, or you could be watching, you know, That's Declassified. It was like it was just so many different.
I would be in that show too.
That's Declassified.
Yeah.
Maybe for me.
I would pop up in an episode.
Drake and Josh.
I would definitely be in Drake and Josh. Go with me, brother.
I will also be in Zoe 101.
Zoe 101 was not as good as I remember. When I went back and watched it.
I want to go back and watch it, but I would be in it. I would be a part of the time. But I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I was just saying in general, we just had a lot of diversity to a degree, but even though it wasn't fully diverse, but it was like the first time where they were putting other people who looked differently and who had different perspectives in and giving them their own show. Yeah. So it was just interesting. Yeah, some great. Granted, I think there are some great shows, but like now, it's just different. It's like it's not as many, or the shows are made differently.
But I also I don't know if like streaming has a part to do with it too, because there's probably a lot of good shows out there, but it's like you gotta have a subscription to everything in order to even find one thing, because it's so much. It's like music now. Like, it's so much music out there, and it's a lot of good music, but it's also a lot of bad music, and you have to literally like shuffle through everything in order to find the good stuff, or the stuff that you like, or whatever, stuff that might be timeless or might be interesting to you. It's a lot of work now to find good TV. I think that's what it is. Versus back then, it's like we had these channels.
54, 53.
60, 57, 58.
We really had, like, I'm going to say, to start, we had, like, channels 1 to 100. And you found something within those channels. Now you have regular cable. You got streaming platforms. Now you have also the regular channels have their own streaming channels. So then they have extra content on their streaming platforms along with what comes on TV. And then, which isn't a bad thing, because then if you don't have TV, you just have Wi-Fi and you still have access. But it's so much. And it's like, I don't even know what to watch. Even like, we got Peacock and stuff like that. I don't even know what to watch on there besides King of Queens.
I would have been King of Queens.
I would have definitely been on that show.
Yeah.
I would have been on that show. Yeah. Like, move over Deacon and his wife. I would have. I'd have been right in there. But yeah, I think it's so much that it just makes it hard to find what you're actually looking for.
Yeah.
But do you guys have any final thoughts on all of the things that we just talked about?
We were all over the place.
This is the old man episode. Like,
Dang, I'm old part 2.
Yeah. TV guides and number channels. Crazy.
Right.
Slides and TV guys.
So no final thoughts?
I'm gonna be in a movie and a show. Directors, come talk to me for booking.
Likewise, I'm gonna be acting. Give me an Oscar.
I don't even care about the awards. I just want to be in a good movie, a good quality movie. Give people what they've been missing.
Definitely so.
Well, yeah, we'll all be in stuff coming soon. Definitely hit up the Grae Area at the Grae Area Podcast at gmail.com for if you're interested in booking us. I think I said that right. But also
Serious inquiries only.
Yeah, serious inquiries only. Fly me out. Not like that though. But anyways, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Grae Area Podcast. I am Shaquille D.
Breaking news, Breeze here. It's your boy Damani.
And thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. But don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon. For the low price of $3, you'll be able to watch this podcast live and early because we do record at least 1 to 2 months in advance. Also, you'll get to watch our food review show, our other show,
Sunday Night
Live vibes show, along with other content that we are creating and other behind the scenes content. We thank you guys. Thank you again for joining us on the Patreon, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Adios.
Stay blessed, stay black, people.
Get on my face.
Ooh.
Get on my.
Mamma mia, I am tired. That's a spicy meatball.
Push the goddamn button.